Hello, welcome to my first video blog. I'm going to do more of these, hopefully, yeah, as I've been saying on my blog recently, I want to do more stuff that gets involved and so on, because this whole process of holding myself up in a room and writing music and programming software is all very nice if you live in your own brain, but there's actually a real world out there and it's rather nice. So this is me from my little world, opening myself up to your big wide world out there with lots of you, hopefully more and more and more. So yeah, what have I got for you? Yeah, the first thing to say is that if anybody has any questions about anything, or anything you want answered, because I do get sent quite a few sort of questions, or people asking me to like explain something or talk about something, or kind of help them with their programming, whatever, then just post them in the comments and I'll try and answer them in my next video blog. In the last 6 months, I've been on tour with Imogen Heap quite a lot of the time. We started in November in the US on a bus, crazy times, and then we toured the UK in February, and then in sort of March, I think, was it? Yeah, March we went to New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, Jakarta, Hong Kong. Which was really good. I've also been doing a couple of other gigs in the meantime, but sort of mostly since then I've been taking a break from doing gigs anyway, because I'm working on some new stuff and I'm going to talk about that a bit more. I work with this programming environment for audio stuff, for sound, called Reactor, and I kind of make, I guess I'm more and more making interactive music, which we'll talk more about as well. And so recently what I've been trying to do is get Reactor to look pretty, because obviously with interactive music you need a bit of visual feedback as well. So this is Reactor. It's just at the moment reacting to my voice. I've got a mic over here and it's making rather pretty sort of Winamp style visuals in the background. Interactive music. Well. Seems to be a bit of a buzzword at the moment. Lots of people talking about interactive music. So I've been obviously, because that's what I want to do basically from now on. Because I guess I write music myself, but then I also program, and I really like making machines that people can get their hands on. Some of you might know this software release which I did last year through Native Instruments called The Finger, and it's definitely like a musician's tool, but it's very hands-on. So with interactive music, I guess what I want to do is sort of bring that experience to people on a kind of, I don't know, people who would usually like consider themselves as listeners or whatever. And there's a lot of stuff going down this direction at the moment. There's lots of iPhone apps. I'm sort of thinking things. There's this great thing called Bebot. I guess I don't know. Some of you might know it. It's just this little like robot. I mean, it's just a little synth, and you can kind of with your finger. But that's kind of, it's just like really fun, simple toys. And then you've got this platform called RJDJ, which is really interesting, which is kind of a platform for interactive music. I guess what I want to do, basically, is kind of make my music as like unfinished tracks, but instead of just being a sound experience, it's also like a visual experience as well. So it's kind of like a mixture between an interactive music video and an interactive track. At the moment I'm living in Berlin. I've been living in Berlin now for 3 years, and I am going to move to London, which I'm pretty excited about. Living in Berlin's been really great, but now I'm beginning to miss like going out in the street and speaking English, and missing my family and friends and all that. And then, you know, everybody's having babies and getting married, and it'd be quite nice to be around when all this stuff is going down. So yeah, I'm going to move to London, and I'm looking for a studio. So if anybody knows of any good studio spaces, then please let me know. Yeah, just let me know at the end. Let me know at the end? No, don't let me know at the end. Let me know in the comments section. You know what I mean. I blogged about this idea that I had to do workshops in my studio a while back, and I was going to do that in Berlin, but then I decided to move to London, and it doesn't really make sense to kind of set that all up here and then you know, then move away like a month later or so. So I'm going to be setting that up in London in the studio when I get it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing one per week. I think as soon as I get the studio, basically. I guess we're looking like August, September time, and it's going to be like 10 to 12 people per session, something like that. And I guess, you know, we can do what you want, really. I guess, you know, it can be like a Q&A, or it could be, or we could have a jam. I mean, another thing I was thinking about would be pretty cool. It's just to kind of say, you know, bring down an instrument, or even like bring down a laptop with some like kind of patch you've got on it, or just bring yourself and your singing talents, and we can jam. In fact, we can even record the jam, and you can have the jam at the end. How about that? Now that's pretty interactive. Towards the end of this year, there's going to be a new release of some description. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be, but it's going to have something to do with all the work I've been doing in Reactor recently, and it's also going to have something to do with music and interactive music, but I'm still not entirely sure what shape it's going to take. But I'm doing lots of work on it, and it's pretty damn exciting. There's also going to be a new website in the sort of planning phase, talking to friends of mine about you know, design and what's going to be on there and so on. And hopefully there's going to be some kind of like interactive thing going on with it, but the ideas I've been talking about are pretty out there and might take a while to program, so we'll see how that goes. Also, I think there's going to be a kind of tour going on around then as well, and hopefully even a new stage show. So yeah, I've pretty much got my work cut out. New release, moving country, new website, new stage show, new tour. So there you go, that's what I'm up to. Don't forget, if you've got any questions about anything I said today, or anything you just want to ask en général, then just put your questions in the comments at the end of this video. I keep on saying this at the end of this video, but it's not. It's below this video. It's not time, it is space. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Ciao ciao for now!